19 and done.
19. Why? What happened to
Yes.
the rest of it? 19, 18,
we
17,
just
16.
we just
Something
break
happened in
everything right.
19.
Yeah.
Yeah, not 20. 2020, it's not a happy year for some
Yeah.
people.
That's a good point.
Yeah,
Yeah.
hello. Good to see you, Danny McNeeve. Please, am I correct? Am I saying your name? Teacher, my former teacher, Danny. Also, another
Yes.
teacher. Good to see you. How
And
are
you
you?
too, Fernanda. Yeah, I'm pretty good. How are you?
I'm good. Yeah, I'm living in Ireland. That kind of missing the weather, the sunny shine. Sorry,
Yeah.
Rai. Let's
We
say hi to Rai Willoughby.
we can't
Hello,
get rid of her.
mister.
That's why she's still here. But yeah, Danny, good to see you again, my former colleague.
Yes.
At
Yeah.
the English studio, where
Yeah.
before it sadly closed.
Before,
But
yeah.
yeah, are
Got
you
down to
doing any
tunes.
English? Are you doing any English teaching at all now, or are you
No,
purely
I'm
counselor? Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
just a counsellor now. Yeah.
Aren't we
Done
very
with
lucky,
teaching.
Fernanda, to be joined by a counselor this evening?
This
So
is
we
just
are. Yeah,
perfect. It's just
yeah,
amazing. Yeah,
yeah.
it's so we are so lucky, and it's funny how English Studio had like the ability of putting so many nice people together. So can you understand what I'm saying? So
Is
people
that
from English Studio are really nice, and we have many nice people coming from English Studio, like Roy, like Teacher Danny. So it's just
is
like Bruno. There was such a big,
It was a very nice, very good teachers room there. I have to say, it was lots of fun. Yeah,
yeah.
It was great.
yeah? There was a
Good
good
students as
atmosphere.
well in the
Yeah,
main.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Of course, yes.
yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
the last person I met there. Her name is Elise, and she's from Brazil, and she just is just a very nice and close friend at the moment. I'm so happy that I was there. I don't remember that was the last time, Roy, you were performing the music session. Was
Yeah.
it?
Well, I
Not
can't
the
recall.
last time, but
Yeah, Lisa, and are you saying that Lisa Angela was there? Sorry, is that what?
that's
Yeah,
what I
yeah,
met her. Yeah.
yeah. Did I meet her? Sorry, I'm just my
You
memory.
just
When you get to my state,
introduced me, right? You
oh,
were,
to her, yeah. Oh,
yeah.
I must have known her then.
You definitely met her then.
Lisa Angela, if you're listening, of course I remember you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Made a big impression of you.
So many
Oh,
Brazilians,
Yeah.
so many Brazilians.
Yeah.
nice
But
people.
yeah,
Hmm.
no, it's sad that it is closed. The
It is.
people made it. It wasn't the most exciting building to work in. Do you
No.
remember the
No.
classroom where the rain came in and the roof?
I
Was it up
do.
on the top
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
top
Yeah. It
floor?
was a
I have
talking
I
point
have
anyway.
a video of the rain dripping down through the roof, and they sent a man up on the roof
Really?
to repair it. But next time there was a deluge. The rain came in again, and
Mm.
yes, but anyway, it was the people that made it, not the building itself.
Not the
Exactly.
building.
Yeah.
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 This
But
is
anyway, yeah,
my
uh,
feeling. Yeah.
yeah. But
And
Danny,
because I was there, yes, I was lucky for being
uh,
there and like being now with you guys from
yeah.
after.
But
Yeah.
but Fernanda, we were lucky to have you
Mm.
there. Yeah. And
Yes, we were indeed. Yeah.
if you as you say, if you believe that, I will tell you more. But no, of course I'm being
This is the Irish sense of humor.
sincere. Of course I'm
This
being
is.
sincere. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Irish people never joke.
yeah.
Never, no, Danny, no.
Never
Yes.
happens.
But anyway,
Yeah.
we are very lucky to have Danny. So explain why we have invited Danny, Fernanda.
Exactly. So today we are, of course, Teachers Talk. Our color is orange and eventually red, and but today we are wearing yellow because this is Yellow September. That's
Yeah, this
all
is
right.
Oh,
Your
the color.
I'm
name,
wearing black, but yeah.
right? Pay attention, man. We
Sorry,
are wearing
sorry,
yellow.
teacher. Yeah, this is yellow. What color is this?
Is this yellow? Really?
Yes. Well,
Oh.
it's bright yellow.
Mhm.
Bright
And
yellow.
then
I
your
got a bit of
degree-
yellow there anyway.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
spotted it.
But
There
your
you go.
name is on a yellow.
Yes, of course. Yeah, that's
And
darker yellow. Yeah.
yeah.
Mine is degrees of color, degrees of
Mhm.
shade.
Yes, because
Sorry. Yeah.
we are still on Yellow September. We are still in Yellow September or only Yellow September?
I have
What's
to
the
say,
correct
Well, you're a
answer?
teacher.
in. You're sitting on the table, on the chair, but you're in a month. We are
In the
in
month,
September.
in a
There you
year.
go.
In the
Very
moment.
good.
We are in the
On the
moment.
date. On a
come here.
date.
Yeah, we're in the computer. No, I'm joking.
But
Mhm.
yellow, Danny, are you aware of Yellow September? I
wasn't.
no.
No.
You see, and I said to Fernanda, I think this is just Brazilian.
If it was
Really?
blue
yeah,
September, maybe even the color.
blue, yeah. But
Yellow,
she says they have a. Fernanda says they have colors for every month. You know, blue and for Cancer, another one.
Hmm.
But I think this is Brazilian, not European. But anyway.
Hello, Antonio. How are you? Good to see you here with us.
Antonio.
Yeah,
Como
Antonio.
vai você? Como vai
Very
você?
good. He is
Antonio.
not Brazilian, okay? Yes,
Oh.
Danny, just letting Danny know that he's not Brazilian. He's Portuguese. Portuguese.
Okay.
No, sorry.
Okay.
He's from Angola. Sorry, he's not. He's
But
from
where is
Angola.
he now? Is Antonio in Ireland or is he Angola or is he?
He is in Ireland. He lives
Yeah,
here
okay.
in Kildare. He lives in Kildare. Yeah.
Ah, the Curragh of Kildare.
Exactly.
The song.
Very nice.
We'll sing that. We have song. Hey, well, maybe it'll be played after you leave. But I recorded a duet with May. Do you remember the Filipino
Oh, I
lady
do. Yeah,
who
yeah.
was secretary? May.
Yeah.
She's on Facebook.
Yeah, she's always
She's a
she's a good singer.
I
isn't she?
always
Yeah.
thought that song, "The Curragh of Kildare," would suit her voice, and we recorded it together, a duet. And she sings it beautifully. Well, we sing
Wow.
alternate voices. But anyway, sorry, that's distraction. But
Is that
we had
via the computer, by the way?
Because I'm using the time to share the video. And go
I
ahead.
see.
Talk
Yeah,
more.
no, but because we have Danny now to talk, I think we should keep it. But we will play the song later, maybe, because it's just about someone being sad because they are separated from the one who they love, who is in the Curragh of Kildare. But she, May, who sometimes tunes in to listen to us, sang it beautifully. It's up there on Facebook. But if you
she's got a
don't
great
get to
voice.
see, yeah, lovely voice. Yeah.
Beautiful.
Sorry, Fernanda, I interrupted you.
It's you. You are my everything. Okay, we are together.
You're foil.
Yes, you are my partner here. And so in Brazil, actually, I was going to find out the information since 2015, right?
Yeah.
2015. We have this. The Yellow September started in 2015, and it's all-month campaign. And the idea is preventing suicide. So we call it Yellow September, giving the chance to people just discuss and be aware of the importance about talking, of talk. I'm nervous because I'm having Danny here today.
I'm not supposed to make you nervous.
Jesus Christ.
If that's what I'm doing, I'm a very bad counselor.
And so we also have then in Brazil, I was telling Roy, November we do, first of all, every month we have a color. And this color we use to prevent mental health issues, like or problems, or and next month is Pink October, and we just talk about prevention of breast cancer. And November is Blue November, to talk about what, Roy? Can you say the words? I can't. I told you before.
Prostate cancer, is it?
Thank you very much. Yes. Uh-huh.
Prostate. That's not so difficult to say. Prostate.
Yes. Prostate cancer. Yes. Thank you very much. And December, we also I don't remember, but something related to AIDS. So
yeah.
every month we have, and because today is the first day of spring in Brazil, and also the first day of autumn in North Hemisphere, and people will start to get sad, and people will start to be like dark days, and we just thought that would be important talking about this, because I remember when I first started classes with David Wolf was my first teacher in English Studio, and he once said about this disease, SAD, right?
Yeah.
And, yeah,
Actually, it translates into, isn't it, seasonal
Seasonal
affective disorder.
affective disorder? Yeah, I think
Seasonal-
when the nights get longer and there's less
Yeah.
sunshine. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So there is a physical element to it that the nights, we say, draw in and get longer.
Less daylight.
Yeah.
Less vitamin D. Yeah.
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 So,
Especially if you are someone coming from
South America.
exactly
Or somewhere,
warm,
yeah.
warm area, and I felt so stressed. And when he said you might have this, and then we had a very good class. So yes, it's
I mean, it's bad enough for for the likes of us living in Ireland, but if you come from a place where it's sunny all the time, it must be really hard, especially when you come into the winter. When you've had a summer where possibly the sun was only shining, half the time anyway, and then you come to then it's gone, and then you're into winter. It must be very hard. I mean, it's bad enough in Ireland and across northern Europe, but to come from a country where you're used to the sun all the time, to a place where the weather's not the best, I can imagine it must be really hard for Brazilians and Argentinians, whatever, anyone from a country where the sun shines all the time.
Yeah, and the feeling as well. It's tough. So Danny, please, let's talk about your. Are you working as a please tell me more.
Counselor.
Counselor.
Yeah, I'm working as a counselor. I started training while I was teaching, so I went through university, through college, while I was in English Studio, and the last 4 years I was there. And I worked in English Studio. There was a thing called Connect that we set up. It was like kind of a counselling service for students. So, and the little things you were talking about, the weather, that was a big one. And then a big one was people coming from, mostly Brazil. Most of the students were Brazilians, but coming from Brazil and maybe coming with a boyfriend or something like that, or a girlfriend. And it's a different story when you're living together in another country and sort of, things kind of unraveling, one leaving the other one, and just the kind of loneliness and stuff like that of being, it's bad enough having your heart broken when you're home and you got support around you, but when you're on the other side of the world, so that was quite a common one. And then just things like bereavements at home, or things happening at home, people being sick, and you're the other side of the planet. There's nothing you can really do. So that kind of stuff used to come up. So I was doing that, and then I was also working in another place. I was working in a place in Tala, which was about suicide. That was this kind of main. Obviously trying to prevent suicide, dealing with big people who are at risk, or who were family members had committed suicide, or who were thinking about who were suicide risk, that kind of thing. And then just my own stuff, my own one-to-one counselling. And at the moment, I didn't plan this, but I'm actually an addiction counsellor at the moment. I've been working in a place in Dublin where it's all of addiction counselling, alcohol, drugs, and gambling. So,
do you see that? I shared that. Is that gone up on the screen?
Yes, I can bring this to the screen.
Yeah. I shared your website, Danny. There.
Oh, thanks very much.
Yeah.
Yes.
But
Cool.
Yeah.
and that's all the things that you deal with there. Yeah.
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 But
Can I ask? I mean, from your professional experience, has COVID led to increase in anxiety and maybe even suicidal thoughts? You know, what the difficulties of what we're going through.
I think anxiety, yes, definitely. There has been that. There's been the funny horizon. I'm in an alcohol place, so alcoholism has been a problem. People are at home drinking more, things like that. Domestic violence has increased. Things like that. Suicide, I'm not really sure about. I don't know if suicide has increased, but anxiety and social anxiety and the alcohol has been a big one like that, and less drugs apparently, because it's harder to get drugs during a lockdown, so that one's kind of a bit, some drugs yes, but a lot of drugs no. But alcohol, people drinking at home, people who maybe would have drank a little bit out and about in the pub, and now all of a sudden, and maybe they disguise the fact that they drank too much, but now there's no hiding from it, and they're at home, and it's becoming a problem. So I would say they're the ones that have definitely been noticeable. So alcohol and anxiety and domestic abuse. There's been a real increase in that. Obviously, mostly male on women, female, but also female on male. That's less common, but it does happen too. But yeah, those are the things that have, I would say, have been most noticeable. And people like, even in terms of like counselling and things like that, it's very hard. The physical thing, like it's happened. A lot of it's like this over a computer, over Zoom or Skype and stuff like that, and people are missing out on the physical presence, being in the same room as somebody. So yeah, it's definitely taken its toll. And like, for example, I'm talking about alcohol and drugs again. Like where I work, there would have been, we would have heard a lot of people relapsing through the lockdown, because there's AA meetings, there's NA meetings, there's GA meetings, all these meetings. None of them were happening, or if they were happening, it was over, like this, over a computer, and it's not quite the same. So that's been a problem. Yeah. And also things like work, I mean, I don't know, for me, like I remember when English Studio, I'd gone then, but I think I'd been gone about 6-7 months when that happened. But that was hard on the people losing their jobs. There was horrible, not getting paid. I think you were one of those people, I can't remember, but that was hard. I knew like a couple of the, I don't know if I should name names, but I knew a couple of the teachers were very, stressed and concerned about that. Where are they?
Yeah, no,
how are they going to get a job?
And quite a few still haven't got work since then.
Yeah.
And it's I mean, as I keep saying to Fernanda, because I am so old, I have a safety net of my fine RT pension, which my wife sarcastically calls it fine. But anyway, it is because I worked there for so long, I have that. But lots of people are not as fortunate as me, and that is something that really annoys me, that this industry is not capable of.
And you know what?
Decent living conditions and wages, but even before COVID, that was the condition.
Yeah, I always kind of thought COVID was a little bit of an excuse.
Yeah, I think possibly that our people used it as an excuse to go into liquidation, but who knows?
It all happened very, very
very quickly.
Very quickly and very conveniently.
Well, and also, just I know you're under pressure to go, but also the last time we were on lockdown in Dublin, the weather was fantastic and
Yeah.
it was lovely. But now it's slightly different. It's still not too
It is
bad,
different.
but
Yeah.
we're talking about getting darker, the winter
Mm.
weather coming, and less. So this will be
Yeah,
more of a challenge.
more of a challenge.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think that's a really good point, because it was
Mm.
the first lockdown was almost like a bit of a holiday in some ways, because the weather was so nice.
Yeah.
As long as you had somewhere to sit, you know,
Yeah.
somewhere
And
to get to see.
as I said to Fernanda, we are very lucky to have
A garden.
a garden,
Yeah.
and the garden has never got so much attention, and it
Mm.
just gave us fulfillment as well, and great solace to be
Mm.
there and see it. And we've got vegetables and flowers out of it too. But a lot of people don't have that, and
Mm.
that's another. And we also had a granddaughter, which is also great.
There we go.
too.
Yeah.
That was
Very
Life
successful
is
lockdown
moving
all
on.
around. And
Yeah, life is moving
Yeah.
on. And Danny, I know you are leaving shortly, but I just want to ask you, what would you recommend? Of course, a part of having friends and trying to share and keeping yourself busy and happy and so on. But what would you recommend to people to avoid these feelings, or, what would be like most important thing to do?
Well, it's a cliche. What you've said is probably the first bit. It is a fact that just talking. That's the first thing. Like, if you have talking to people, like, it's easy to isolate yourself and sort of sit in your room and not get out of bed and just not interact. That's the easy thing. I remember seeing it back in English studio. Some of the people who were students who were finding it hard, that's exactly what they were doing. They weren't coming to school. They're just staying in bed all day. And that's just not. So getting out and meeting people, that is definitely number one. Talking to people and just pushing yourself out of your comfort zone. And things like diets. It's kind of it's nothing nothing groundbreaking. It's just talking and getting a bit of exercise. And again, particularly when you're from another country where you're used to sunshine and hot weather, when it's raining and it's miserable and it's grey, you don't want to go out, and you got to do it. You need that. You need a bit of fresh air. You need exercise. That's the best solution. That and just not isolating, talking to people. It's not like it's nothing groundbreaking, but it's. I know it's when you're in a bad place, that's getting out of bed and going to talking to people is not easy at all. But that is the first. That is the first step. And I think
you mentioned it earlier that people's possibly reliance on alcohol to sort of take the edge off the problems, and I think that, as you said, that has alcohol. We have a phrase in teaching English, a false friend, and I think alcohol is a false friend in a lot of situations.
Yeah, it is in that kind of situation. I mean, people, Irish people like to have a drink. I mean, I like to have a drink as well, but if you're doing it to kind of disguise or to not to feel, it's only going to make you feel worse. It's just like a vicious cycle.
Fernanda, we'll have to ask Danny to come back again, and we will continue this conversation.
Yes,
absolutely. Yeah.
You can talk about lots of things, like less dark than talking about.
Yeah.
So many nice things to discuss, but I have a personal question for you before you go.
You have to pay him for this advice if you're looking for advice.
I don't need, because he was my teacher, so I am allowed to. I am a person, myself, I do my psychotherapy for over 10 years. I think, like, I don't know, maybe 15 years, something like this, I'm always, I miss it. And how do you yourself look after your mental health? Like, do you go to, like, are you going to somebody else?
Yeah, well, it's slightly different when you're a counselor. I mean, I did for quite a long time. I don't have an actual counselor anymore, but I have a supervisor who,
Okay.
so a supervisor who I would talk to in terms of my own clients, and
Uh-huh.
then we would also talk anything that's on my mind, you know.
Okay.
So it's like a kind of a two-pronged thing. Part of it is to talk about my clients and maybe problems I might have, and look for help and advice. That's what all counsellors do. Everyone has a supervisor, and supervisors have supervisors. There's always someone else to talk to confidentially,
Uh-huh.
without naming names. But I would also talk about what's on my mind, you know. So it's
Yeah.
like that's kind of my counselling. But then it's also just the other things I said about just talking to people. I suppose I work with counsellors, so you know, I've got people I can sort of sit and talk to. But like even back in English studio, there's people I could sit and talk to as well. You
Yeah.
know, that's definitely the key. You know, and it took me. I wouldn't have been something that came naturally to me when I was younger at all. You know, but I'm getting better at it.
Mhm.
Anyway, I got to go.
Yeah.
I got a meeting in
Thank you
2
very much.
minutes.
Yeah,
Okay, listen,
great.
thanks, and
Yeah,
great
yeah.
Thank
talking.
you,
And
Dave. Yes.
And we'll put a link
see you
up to
again.
All the best.
your website
Okay,
too,
and to you.
on the
All
Teachers
right,
Talk Facebook. See you, Danny.
brilliant.
Okay.
See you
Thank
guys.
you.
Bye.
Cheers. Bye.
Bye
Bye.
bye. All the best.
Cheers.
Bye.
Bye. Yeah. Wow.
Teachers.
Now,
Yes. Yeah.
Fernanda, you can tell me everything now in private. I will be your counselor.
Yes, I had my own session. Can we say
Yeah.
session?
Yeah, sessions. Yeah, every
Yeah.
week you would have a session. Yeah,
I
yeah.
do. Yes, I do. And
Mm,
every Saturday.
mm.
And this week was yesterday because we were both busy. And guess what? I was traveling to my other country.
Your
I
adopted
was
country.
Italy. I
Italia.
stop. I don't.
Arrivederci Roma.
Yes. Oh my
Till
God. It
we
was
meet
really
again.
wonderful leaving the
Yeah.
place. Right. It's beautiful. Have you
Mhm.
ever been in Italy?
Well, yeah, for a long time I was never there on the what we call the mainland. We went on holidays to not Sardinia, Corsica. Corsica is the French one, and not Sardinia. Yeah, Sardinia
Oh
is
yeah.
the Italian one. But that
Mhm.
was a long time ago. But
Yeah.
then more recently we went to Liguria, which is under Genova, where Christopher Columbus sailed before he
Oh.
discovered South America. And look what
Not
happened.
discover. He didn't
Yeah,
discover. He just
Genova.
arrived.
He arrived. Yeah, he
Okay.
arrived in
Yeah.
Santiago. So was it?
No,
Where was it?
South
No.
America. He was
Uh,
man. South America. I'm not sure now. I'm confused.
Anyway, he lived in Genoa for a long time.
Okay.
I think was he born in Genoa and then the Portuguese or the Spanish Isabella give him money to go and explore? Was that the story? I should
Yes.
know this. But anyway, he lived in Genoa and Genova, I think in Italian, but we call it Genoa.
Uh-huh.
Is the north of Liguria, and this place Cinque Terre. If you go back, you must go and visit it, but don't go. Well, if we can all travel, don't
Uh-huh.
go in the height of summer because it's very busy. But at the moment, it's not very busy.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful Cinque Terre, 5 fishing villages, and it is protected by UNESCO heritage site.
Yeah.
Village on the coast, fishing villages that are very picturesque and it was lovely. We walked. Anyway, we there, and also last summer we were invited to a wedding up near Florence, between Florence and Pisa, near Pisa,
Mhm.
in Tuscany, and
Yeah.
that was beautiful as well. But no, I
Yeah.
haven't been to Italy much.
Mm.
Maybe 3 times. That's
Yeah.
all. And the
If I
food.
go back, no, I will definitely go back. And who knows? Maybe I can live there in some. We never know about the future. Thank you,
It,
Antonio. Thank you. Good stuff to talk about. Yes, that's true. We need talking about
yeah.
difficult times. Thank you very
Mm,
much, Antonio.
mm,
And so yes, because I was saying about Italy. And yeah, I was there, and I just had my session when I was in Italy. I didn't skip that because you just get used to it, and you miss when you don't have. It's difficult. I spent like 1 year, 2 years, not going, like
Yeah.
not touching myself. If I can, I think we can say this because it's a treatment. You never stops. Like you have to do this. It's an ongoing thing, like exercise. You have to
Yeah.
move your body, so you have to look after your mind as well. So
Yeah,
I
but
was there. I need to say hi to Angelo. Hello, Angelo. Good to see you here. Big kiss for you. Yadira. Do you remember this girl? Yadira, was he our student? Your student? I think we studied together in English.
Angela.
Yadira Coelho Anguiano. Anguiano. Yadira, do you remember her? Oh, yes, she was my colleague, my classmate. And we had classes with Aga.
Aga. All right. Yeah.
Yeah, Aga was
Yeah.
special. Thank you very much,
Aga from
Yadira.
Poland. Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
No, I cannot picture her, but I don't think she was in my class. But then,
No, yeah.
as you know, my memory is not as good as it used to be.
Uh-huh.
But anyway, I see Antao says yesterday I was doing
Oh, sorry.
an
Yeah.
English exercise that is about healthy humor. It
Mhm.
says that humor helps anybody to release stress and to keep an optimistic attitude. Yeah, I
Yeah.
agree with that. That's jokes. I love telling jokes, and
Mhm.
yeah. Did you hear about the wooden dog?
Ha! Hmm.
Ah, wouldn't bark. Wouldn't bark. Okay, but I mean that's. I use that as
This is
a
so funny.
homophone. Is it wouldn't bark, wouldn't? But yeah, but I liked to include jokes a lot in my
Yeah.
teaching
Uh-huh.
because I think everyone enjoys funny stories. But yes, Antonio, I agree with you. Healthy humor.
We need
It's
a positive
yeah,
attitude and a positive
mm,
thinking as well. Yeah.
yeah,
Sometimes it's
yeah,
hard because I was just okay. I have to say that somebody's leaving me at the moment, not me, like and I feel really upset because I will miss her a lot, really, really, yeah. And I feel sad. So, but that's the way it is. We sometimes have to say goodbye to people, and
but
that's
it's
life.
and I think that's so natural. It is normal to feel
Uh-huh.
sad,
Hmm.
and it's healthy to feel sad.
Yeah.
And as you are doing now, you are talking about it. But
Mhm.
and that's if you feel sad, that's what you should do. But I mean, look how naturally you explain that your friend is leaving and that you felt bad, and that is natural. And
Yeah.
um,
Yeah.
but life is full of good things and full of bad things. So we must not, um, exaggerate the bad things. I think you're not defined by the sad things. I think that's the important thing. Not to, yeah,
Right, it's different for us because we are, I don't know, Latins. We feel like
mm,
it's so painful. And we have to cry. We have to feel that. It's really, really sore, And it's not the same for European. I don't really know why. Hello, Felipe Silverio, welcome. And it's different because we Brazilians, especially Brazilians, we feel so it's like it's different. And yeah, I see.
I a
Do
lot of
you?
my classes,
Yeah,
the students would say that Irish people
cold.
they're not, yeah, a bit cold, and they are not as do you understand the word tactile? Tactile,
Yeah, exactly.
touching people. Now, and I know now it's very different because nobody can touch anyone now, or shouldn't be, uh,
Yes.
unless you are very close to, if you're in the same family or partners. But that even before COVID, that Irish people were not so tactile as Brazilians or other people.
Uh-huh.
You can, and this whole thing about even in Europe, it's quite natural to kiss on the cheek
Yeah,
between men and men and men and men and women and men. It's
yeah.
quite normal. But Irish people really never got into that, and
Hmm.
so that's maybe that. But we have feelings. We are maybe
Mm.
just below the surface. We are quite
Below the surface. That's
emotional.
good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Superficial. Anyway, but
Not
it's
super. Do you say superficial?
yeah, no, I'm joking.
No, no. So, oh
Can I
yeah,
can I make jokes eventually?
yeah. Why
But
did Adele cross the road? Adele. Why did she
um,
cross the road?
to say hello from the other side.
Yeah. Did you hear it before? Did I tell you?
Yes,
Hello,
you did. Hello, Fafi. Yes, Brazilian.
Fafi. Hello, Fafi. Como vai você?
Welcome, Fafi. We express ourselves and feelings. That's so true. And I want to mention something. Remember, Roy? No, you don't, but I remember. You don't remember. When I first arrived in Dublin and I was learning, like, I thought that I was able to speak English when I arrived, and this was a huge mistake. And I'm still learning, of course, but I remember once I said to somebody else, and you know this person, I tell you her name, I tell you the name of the person later, not now. And
Yeah.
I just said to that person, you know that I like touch people. For me, it's really important because I am Brazilian, and in my country we touch each other. We like to be together. We like staying close and hugging ourselves. And what's the word for that? The person said, needy.
Needy.
Do you
Yeah.
believe this?
Yeah. So
This is not
Brazilians are her.
nowadays.
She was saying Brazilians are more needy than Irish people. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Well,
And
that's yeah. Mm,
bad. That's a bad
yeah.
word. But
Mm,
tactile people, once
mm.
you are watching us now, Roy just used the correct word, the proper word, or a better word. So if somebody say that you are needy, you can say F you, you know.
Needy. We all
And
need
long
somebody.
time ago, after that, I just um
Actually, that song, yeah, we all need somebody to lean on. You know that we just call on me, brother. When we need a hand, we all need somebody to
yeah,
lean on. Now, leaning is this thing where you go over to one side and lean against them. So, by definition, you are leaning against someone. You are touching them, but
mhm.
also it's metaphoric for depending. Lean on me. Like I will help you. I will be your support emotionally.
Yes.
Lean
Mhm.
on me, So that's who's the guy who made that song very
It's
famous?
from the 80s.
Bill Withers. Bill Withers,
Yeah,
wasn't
yeah.
it? Yeah, I
Huh?
did. Didn't I do well to get Bill Withers? I think it was.
Your
We all
memory is
need them.
great,
Yeah.
Roy. Your memory is perfect. Yeah,
No, it's not.
especially when you talk about music.
Yeah, that's how you remember things. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So this was not so nice, and I think, of course, you can play jokes, especially if you are learning the language. If
Mm.
somebody, I really I remember clearly remember. Um, you just can teach something, um, let's say, not a proper translation, or you can also teach not a proper um, word, but this was meal, like this was mean, like this was not nice from that person telling
Yeah.
me a bad definition.
Was this person Irish?
I tell you later
Well,
because you
that's
know
not
her
giving
anyway.
out any
No,
clues,
no,
but
no, no, no.
yeah.
This she was
Okay,
not
right.
Irish.
Yeah.
She was
And
from the North Hemisphere. Like she was from,
okay.
yeah,
Yeah.
different anyway.
Do you see
So
Antao as a question there?
yes,
Have
let's
you? Yeah. You can answer this first.
see. Me.
Yeah.
Have you ever felt very, very sad? If yes, what have you done? Okay.
Huh.
Okay, Antonio. Yes, because you know that I'm not religious, really, no, I do. I really am. I am religious, but I have no religion. So, because Antonio is a religious man, and he really believes in God, and he has, that experience. When I felt really, really sad, very, very sad, I just cry and try to understand my feelings. And I cry, and then I call someone that I like, just to make me feel. For example, last Friday, I was really upset, I was really sad, and then I call a friend, and she said, "What's going on?" And I just explained all the situation and why I was feeling this way. So yes, Antonio, go ahead, Roy. Do you want to?
No,
What
I think we were talking about a song earlier, and this
Yeah.
is when you call someone
Mhm.
and to talk. It's great that you have someone who you can share, and
Yeah.
that's so important. And it's and with the song we were talking about, when you're down and you're troubled and you need a helping hand,
Are you going to play
you
this,
just
please?
call. Yeah, well, it's James Taylor's song, but I don't know if I can
Uh-huh.
do it justice. But I will try. Will we do it now?
Yes,
Yeah.
wonderful time. Wonderful timing. Well
Wonderful
done.
timing.
Yeah.
But
What about you? Give your answer first, please.
oh yeah, well, no, I've been sad on very occasions. I mean, I was very, I used to play a lot of sport, and when I lose important matches, we were sad, and that was a different type of sadness. But it's still, important. But you do get over it. Get over it is a phrasal verb for you. Get over it. And in time they say is a great healer. I think isn't that what they say? Time is a great healer, but that's not very good consolation if you have just lost your partner, or if you just had a bereavement in the family, or you just lost your job. But I think the important thing to realize that there is always a solution for everything, and that you can get help in various forms, and all the better if it's from a friend that is can give you advice. And that's the title of the song. You've got a friend, you've got a friend. James Taylor's one, but will we have a go at it?
Yes, please. Go
Okay.
ahead.
I haven't sung it for a while, but we'll see. You can hear the guitar, can you?
Yes, we can.
Let's see. When you're down and you're troubled and you need a helping hand, and nothing is going right. Close your eyes and think of me, and soon I will be there to brighten up even your darkest night. You just call at my name, and you know wherever I am, I'll come running to see you again. Winter, spring, summer, or fall, now all you gotta do is call, and I'll be there, yes I will. You've got a friend. If the sky above you should turn dark and full of clouds, and that old north wind begin to blow, keep your head together and call my name out loud. Soon you'll hear me knocking at your door. What do? You just call out my name, and you know wherever I am, I'll come running to see you again. Oh, winter, spring, summer, or fall, Now all you gotta do is call, and I'll be there. Yes, I will. You've got a friend. Hey, ain't it good to know that you've got a friend when people can be so cruel? They'll hurt you and desert you and take your soul if you let them. But don't you let them. You just call out my name, and you know wherever I am, I'll come running to see you again. Winter, spring, summer, or fall. Now all you gotta do is call, and I'll be there. Yes, I will. You've got a friend. You've got a friend. There you are.
Ooh, I
Now,
just
call out my name.
Yeah, I just muted my microphone because I was singing.
Yeah, I know that's the thing. We haven't discovered the secret of doing a duet because of the timing and everything.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no, there's a lot of advice there about talking and you know, someone who will help you, and I think that's so important that you have somebody.
And something else that I would like to say before we move to the end. It's like people tend to repeat and come to you and say, you don't have to feel like this, don't feel like that, you blah blah blah. So this is so annoying. Like you know the way you feel, only you can, you know, only you. It doesn't matter if what people say, because I am somebody really emotional, and I am okay about the way I express my feelings. And eventually people just come to me and say, you shouldn't feel this way, you shouldn't say that, you shouldn't, like, fuck off, you know, like, you know, it's not it doesn't work like this, because you don't feel this way, this, like, somebody else could, you know. So
only you know exactly
how
you feel. But I think the important thing is that to, like, someone like Danny, who works professionally in the counseling area, his skill is being a good listener and being having a compassion for how other people feels, and not to be judgmental. We say non-judgmental listen. You know, that you listen and you appreciate that this person feels this way, and that is the way it is, and then you try and talk it out, you know, with them. So nobody should tell you, you know,
how would you feel or not.
Don't feel like, nobody should be judgmental like that, because, you know, these are your feelings, you know, and they are sincere and genuine, and they should be treated as such, you know. But so anyway, we will get people to contact us on our Facebook, or to suggest ways of dealing with this. And, maybe have Danny back to continue the chat.
Yes, we should. Let's organize this. And today is also the starting of the autumn.
Yeah.
Autumn.
Officially, yesterday was what we call the equinox, which was equal day and equal night. Now I'm confused. Is it only in here, or it's not in Brazil? It's also
I think so.
Equal amount of hours. Is it everywhere? It's not everywhere. Is it everywhere?
No, I don't think so. It's just here, the north. We have there the other day, but because they're
because
starting the spring.
oh, it's spring, yeah. So it's not equal day and equal
No.
night. It's
No.
only at our latitude. Is it latitude?
Yeah, something like
And
this.
then so everywhere. Maybe I'm confused now. Is it everywhere in the northern hemisphere?
Yeah,
Has
equinox.
equal night. And then we go into this darker, more dark, and then you
Yeah.
see the further north you go, closer to up to Finland, Sweden. I mean, it is dark all day. Then
Mhm.
In the winter, and in the summer it is bright all day.
Mhm.
Because they are at the top of so it's very contrast. Whereas
Yeah.
we only have what do we have, about 6 hours difference between sunset, between summer and winter. Like in the winter, the sun will set in Ireland at the middle of winter. It will set at about 4:30, 4:45, whereas in the summer it will
Yes.
set at 10 o'clock. The height of summer. So
Mhm.
there's a 6 hour difference there.
Yeah.
Uh,
And
it's a
December,
big change.
we have, it really starts the winter, and we have that long night, the longest night
The longest night. Yeah.
for the year, and with
But in
winter.
Brazil, that is in the middle of June, isn't it?
Yes, 21st,
Of June. Yeah.
22nd,
So that's
something
the
like this.
summer solstice.
Yeah,
Not
yeah.
right for us.
Winter. No.
The
Anyway,
it's not this. Is it? Yes, solstice is the longest day in June for us, whereas
mhm.
it's the
In
longest night.
Brazil,
It's
exactly.
the
Yes.
longest night. Yeah.
Yeah.
But,
And so we have to be aware,
mm,
just to make things easier. Once you are living here, you might face this situation, so
mm.
don't be shy, just call
Yeah.
a friend. Yeah.
Okay, so maybe you can share Danny's link to his site on
Oh yes, I
the
will.
Facebook page, and
Definitely. Yeah.
because who knows when anyone will need
Does he work
that
for
sort
the
of service.
government, Roy?
I don't think so. No, I think I'm not sure about that, but I think this is his own clinic. But
Oh.
he may do some work as well for he might be hired by the
Mhm.
by HSE or social welfare department, social welfare department. But I don't know for sure. We'll have to ask him. Next time he is on, we will ask
Oh
him.
yes, he
Yeah.
will definitely come back. I
Mhm.
think it's
So,
good. Yeah.
but anyway,
Check.
okay. So I think
I'm trying to find his link, but I will add to. Yes.
I sent it to
will
you, I think,
add.
didn't I?
Yeah, you did,
Yeah.
but I cannot open now. But
Yeah.
yes, so that's it.
Okay,
This was
right.
our teacher's
Yeah.
talk
Mm.
for the
Well,
night.
let's try and get a bit of momentum and get people involved next week.
Yeah. Thank you for watching. Thank
Okay.
you for being there.
Obrigado.
And
Grazie.
please come back, share, and that's it.
Do you know how to say thank you in Irish?
No, I don't.
No, that's Soncha is goodbye.
Yeah. Salt.
Thank
Salt.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you is Gura Mahagat. Gura Mahagat.
Gura Mahaga. Yes.
Very good. Yeah, Gura Mahagat.
Grazie mille.
Grazie mille. Muile buicas. Yeah, it's also thank you. Yeah, Gura Mahagat. Thank you. Thank you,
Thank
Sean.
you, Roy. See you soon.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
God bless.
Cheers. Take care.
Bye
Bye.
bye.